What's wrong with me? Anyway, so I got the MRI. Find out my crap tomorrow, but I'm a little high right now. Not high, but sluggish. So anyway, I want to talk to you.
I'm going to go with the former.
Yeah.
Over the latter.
Well, who are you on the phone with? Why were you late?
I tech support because I couldn't print anything. You're welcome, America. Any other questions, guys?
I was hoping it was something better.
Yeah.
So Andy, I got a text from Andy on Saturday night or Sunday night because Andy was watching Franklin and Bash. If you guys were talking, listening to us Friday, we were talking about this great new series opening in June with that Breckin Meyer called Franklin and Bash.
Franklin and Bash would approve of that kind of language. Unfortunately, Fox News does not.
So according to Andy, everything we predicted without ever watching the show was correct.
Yep.
They have a hot tub indoors.
They have not only do they have a hot tub in their apartment, which, by the way, they live together. They call it the Cave.
The Cave.
Of course.
Wow.
They play Wii Sports a lot, and in the opening scene, before they get hired by the big firm, they're having a little staff meeting. So it's Franklin and Bash, and it's the black female paralegal and the Indian researcher guy.
Hey, paralegal and researcher would be just fine with me. I don't know where this race has to come. Did you emphasize that Franklin and Bash are both lily white? Did you put that into the conversation? Because if not, then you are bacon.
That was his point, Andy. He was showing
exactly.
Bill, he was showing that they stereotype him.
Thank you.
They weren't the main characters.
Was that his point?
It was second. It's like the gay best friend.
Right. So anyway, so they're having.
Bill,
I just have best friends.
They're having a little staff meeting, and the way it works is whoever's holding the football gets to talk.
Ah, nice.
And then you throw the football to the other guy or gal, and then he or she gets to talk. But, you know, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it sucks.
But, you know,
what?
do you remember on Friday when I said the one thing you're going to know about this place is whenever they have a small party, somebody's going to have outdoor Christmas lights inside. Andy?
They had outdoor Christmas lights inside, shaped like chili peppers. The one thing I will argue with you, though...
You can buy those at IKEA.
No, the one thing I will argue with you about is you said when they have a small party. Franklin and Bash don't have small parties.
Yeah, that's true.
Franklin and Bash have ragers.
Here's the $64,000 question. Do they have a very complicated bro handshake, and is it a secret complicated bro handshake?
They have not. In the one episode I watched, no such handshake was revealed, but I would not rule out the possibility.
They don't even like high five after they nail a really
There might have been a
unnailable
high
case.
five.
Has
I'm
Franklin
not sure.
killed Bash's mother yet?
Not yet, but Bash did get fired from his first job at a big law firm for, as they say on the show, for boning one of the partner's daughters.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'd be so much more interesting if
Yeah.
it was one of the partner's sons.
Yeah.
I would tune in. If Franklin and Bash behaved exactly like you're describing them, but they are just ravenously homosexual, I would watch the show.
I watched a show called Happy Endings. Have you heard? By the way, very exciting. Walking to work, a Franklin and Bash
I saw those
billboard
in Times Square.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the thing. What's the name of the...
It's something with a twist. What is it? What's the...
On one billboard, Franklin's holding a martini.
Right.
On the other one, because he's the reckless fun one.
Right.
The other side
Well,
is
they're both
the guy-
fun ones.
Yeah, but the other one has
Yeah.
an open law book. See?
I like the promo where they're both in the hot tub.
Yes.
And they're wearing their swim trunks, but... I'm not getting to the good part. They're wearing their ties and their shirts.
Shirt and tie.
And, of course, it's full of girls in bikinis.
And Bash's tie is actually in the water.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Franklin is opening a beer, but it's in slow-mo, so you
Yep.
just really get it all over
Yeah.
you. And you're, like, there at the party with them.
Makes me think about, we're just not having enough fun. We're not mixing
Nobody
fun
has
with
as
work.
much fun as
We're
Franklin
not
and
having
Bash.
enough
Yeah,
fun.
you can't look at Franklin and Bash and nobody, right, as Bill was saying, I mean, you can't compare yourselves to them. That's like
Right,
saying...
it's an escape.
It's like saying I don't have as much power as Obama.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you don't.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. I'm only going to make myself depressed if I try to be
Yeah.
as cool as Franklin and Bash.
Nah, you can't.
By the way, the guy
They
that
party
plays
for us.
the guy that plays Franklin, what's his name? That happens to me a lot.
You can never test that, but there's certainly tons of stories about women scantily clad on billboards and the amount of accidents near
Yeah,
there
right.
that happen.
Yeah.
I believe our good friends Franklin and Bash have something like that in their pilot.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm beginning to rethink my whole hatred for Franklin and Bash.
Yep.
I thought we established that it was anything but hatred.
Pretty much how the pilot starts, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
then I'm an
so
ass.
they get distracted by a billboard?
They don't, but they're waiting on a they're in their hangout talking about I forget if it was Charlize Theron at the time. I don't know. They were talking about some
Who's
actress and whether
hotter?
or not she's hot, or
Yeah.
it might have been. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And you hear this
loud crash, and they run outside, and there's a car, and like there's this huge billboard.
Can't believe we're talking
and
about
they literally
Frank.
like I think that's why they sit there
every
during the
word.
day. They wait for clients because they know that they're going to be distracted by this billboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Anyway, it's
they
a
are-
great show.
they are- I'm sorry, they're rock and roll. I know I'm not the first to say that, but
You know, Bill, you pitched.
dogs take a long time sleeping in.
You're going to be excited about tomorrow. You know what happens tomorrow?
What?
You guys are stupid.
Is it tomorrow, Ice Cream Wednesdays?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's in my head now.
By the way, ice cream means cocaine.
Yes. Oh, please, you don't need a Wednesday for that.
Franklin and Bash premiere.
The big premiere.
Oh, we gotta have a viewing party.
Oh, dude, I'm so there.
We actually do need to have a viewing
Here's
party.
my problem, man. How can you have a rooftop party and a Franklin and Bash party?
I have got the perfect answer. There is a bar near me with TVs at the rooftop. Now, here's the problem. A lot of the times they play sports, but Franklin and Bash is about as manly as sports
Does
any
the
damn
roof
day.
have a hot tub that we can sit in while we watch Franklin
No, it's a
and Bash?
bar. It's not awesome like Franklin and Bash's apartment.
In case they don't have it at the bar, I'm bringing my own novelty lights to string around the bar.
I wonder what Franklin and Bash wear when they're not working. I'm thinking Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah. I don't know, though. You know what I think they're doing? I think that they've moved into the Ed Hardy world.
Yeah.
They're wearing Ed Hardy shirts. Yeah.
And really wide watches that
Yeah.
are in vogue with many a money manager.
You know what? I bet every now and then, once in a while, they'll spoil themselves with a trip to Vegas, in which they'll get like a suite.
Yes.
You know, and maybe they might get a bunch of guys to go and kind of get a private jet. It'll cost them a lot of money, $10,000 a person, but it's worth it.
Speaking of Vegas, can we not bet on Franklin and Bash? What is the over-under that the opening scene, he wakes up and instead of hitting the alarm, he grabs a beer and it just calm him down from the rager he had last night. Hair of the dog, Bash. You know that, Franklin. Let's go to work.
I think they're definitely going to do something that's not usual for the typical lawyer in the opening scene. Like they're going to use an unorthodox method to get the facts.
Oh, absolutely.
Something. Let's just go. Those guys are too clever for their own good.
Yeah.
You know what? Your methods were highly unorthodox, but I'll see you at the company party.
You know when I look at the cast, I go, all the money for the actors went to Malcolm McDowell, and everybody else gets nothing. They're all like on scale. That's what they do with these shows.
It's like sort of this confidence,
Yeah,
this bravado.
exactly. You can talk to any hot chick on the street.
Exactly.
When you have a certain, you're kind of like Franklin and Bash rolled into one.
Oh,
Can't wait.
Franklin, tonight, countdown. What time is it now?
oh no! I actually did want. Well, we've got the DVDs.
It's
but-
it's 3:38.
We still have those? I thought.
Yeah,
Andy
no.
threw those out.
Andy brought them back after doing an extensive screen.
4.5 hours. Was it 5.5 hours? Is it 9 o'clock? Franklin
We should
and
have a
Bash?
countdown clock on the show tonight.
I know, but-
oh no, wait, we can't.
We can't, but maybe we could have it on in the background while we're taping.
Ooh,
That's
just
a
so,
good-
so we can
have
look
a little
at it,
TV behind
just
me.
to get us excited.
See, I
Not
think,
for the audience.
I think Ambassador Bolton would be bothered by that. You can't have a TV going.
See,
like
I
that.
think that Ambassador Bolton would like the cut of Franklin and Bash's jib. I think that he would look at them and be like, "Those guys know how to do it.
Yeah.
Those guys know how to do it." He would. I could see Ambassador Bolton having a water tub